আস্তে বাংলা বলতে, আমার সাথে বাংলা এখনো কথা বলেন, তবে বাংলা শিখেছে, বাংলা বলতে শিখেছে এবং বাংলা নিয়ে যতটা পারে, মানে বাংলা পড়তে পারে না, ইংরেজিতে হিন্দিতে যতটা পারে বাংলা নিয়ে সে চর্চাটা করে। আজকেও সেই কিছু একটা লিখে এনেছে, সেটাই ও আপনাদের সামনে শেয়ার করে।
Namaskar. First of all, thank you, Shampa Verishi. Thank you for inviting me over to discuss my journey through Tagore. I feel both humbled and privileged to be here in this wonderful gathering. Before I carry on, I would like to mention that my knowledge of Tagore is still very limited and I am still learning. My early years of education were spent in Gujarat and Nigeria, so our culture that I grew in, that was completely different. And for us, people like me, Tagore was, a distant, towering figure in world history, just like so many others who had achieved greatness during their lifetime. But that was all. For us, for me in particular, he was like a star, someone we see only in the distant skies. Not someone I could identify with, someone who could have a place in my heart, someone whose songs and poems could inspire and bring joy and happiness. The first time I heard a Tagore song, other than the national anthem, that was in 1984. I was in my first year of college and I was in maths honors. I used to feel completely bored with my studies. I never enjoyed them much. I was sitting in the college canteen during recess time, alone, and worried about my career, feeling very sad and depressed. I had no friends. I felt terrible and awful. I didn't know what to do, but then I had chosen that course. So at that time, I was thinking of going home and bunking my classes after the recess. Suddenly, a group of girls who were sitting close by, I think they were from the College Dramatic Society, they suddenly broke out singing a song. Jodi tor dak shune keu na ashe tobe ekla cholo re, ekla cholo, ekla cholo, ekla cholo, ekla cholo re, ekla cholo, ekla cholo, ekla cholo, ekla cholo re. At that time, of course, I didn't know the meaning of the song. But from the way they sang with so much feeling, so much passion, and this word ekla kept, repeating in the song, so I could guess that it had something to do with being alone, stumbling, suffering, but still you must carry on. So, something very strange happened to me. Like it kind of acted as a balm on my soul. I felt better, and I woke up, I felt alive. And then I decided, okay, let me not go home, let me just attend my classes today. But then I thought one day I will certainly learn to sing this song myself. It was so wonderful. But then of course, I didn't know that I was going to marry a Bengali and then only it will become possible. Well, we got married in 1992. And for several years, like any other married couple, we had problems in settling down. Of course, I used to love reading books, but then Tagore was not always, my topmost priority. Like, he was just like any other writer, so I would read translations, but then that was all. So, in 2010, I began writing a short story. That was first of the series that I began, and it took me 2 years to write that story. So, after completing it, I printed it and showed it to him. So, he's my best friend, but he's also my worst critic. So my hands were trembling and my heart was beating fast. And actually that story it had something to do with my own life also. So through this story, I was telling him something that he wasn't aware about. So I was very worried what he would say. I didn't know how he would react. But then, and I was watching him as he was reading it. So once he reached the end with wonderstruck eyes, he said, "This is a great story. You must write more of them and keep on writing. So one day we will get them published." I said, "It has taken me 2 years. If I write maybe 10 more, then it would take me 20 years." He said, "No, once you start, then like you gain momentum and you keep writing. But he said, why don't you insert a song from Tagore? Ek to, he just told me the first few lines, Ek to kuch hua lage, this will match. So and then the story will become more touching. So next day I looked up the song in Google. Its lyric, they were touching and they did seem to match with the story. So the protagonist of the story, Millie, she became Sharmila Acharya, and Sanjay became Sujoy Sarkar. So they turned into Bengalis. So then I thought, well, I'm a writer and I have created these characters, so if they are singing the song, then I should also know how to sing the song. I had a duty towards the story as a writer. So I looked up the song. It doesn't make sense to just learn the song without understanding the meaning. So I looked up the translation, I looked up the lyrics, so I learned that song also. So then Doltu and Shompa, both of them encouraged me on, and they said, yes, Jasbir, you do sing well. I did not know that I would sing at that time. And I sang this song on Shompa's wedding anniversary, so I thought, okay, now that I have learned, then I should learn more songs also. So then I learned that Ekla Chalore, that one I learned. Then Tobu Mone Rekho. So there were many others that I learned. So by learning about Tagore, not only did my story get transformed, even I got transformed as a human being. So this is the beauty of Tagore. This is what we mean by the universal spirit of Tagore. Tagore was not just for Bengalis, Tagore was for the whole world. So that is what I love the best about Tagore. So let me just sing this song, just a paragraph. I won't bore you. Ektuku choa lage, ektuku kotha shuni, sai diye mone mone, rochi mone bhai guni. Ektuku choa lage, ektuku kotha shuni, kichu polasher nishan, kichu bacha pai mishan, tai diye shure shure, rongi roshe jar guni, tai diye shure shure. When I sing this song, I imagine that I am Sharmila, my heroine, and my Sujoy is standing right here. And then, while trying to sing another romantic song, Shirin Dujone, I was very pleasantly surprised that this song, Suraya song, Nain Divane, that is inspired from this song only. Nain Divane, ik nahi mane, kare mane na. Nain Divane. And the original one, Shirin Dujone. দুলেছি বনে ফুল ডোরে বাঁধা ঝুলো না সেদিন দুজনে দুলেছি বনে ফুল ডোরে বাঁধা ঝুলো না সেই স্মৃতি কবু ক্ষণে ক্ষণে যেন জাগে মনে ভুলো না Okay. And now here is a poem from Tagore's Gitanjali, Baby's Way, of course English translation. If baby only wanted to, he could fly up to heaven this moment. It is not for nothing that he does not leave us. He loves to rest his head on mother's bosom and cannot ever bear to lose sight of her. Baby knows all manner of wise words, though few on earth can understand their meaning. It is not for nothing that he never wants to speak. The one thing he wants is to learn mother's words from mother's lips. That is why he looks so innocent. Baby had a heap of gold and pearls, yet he came like a beggar onto this earth. It is not for nothing he came in such a disguise. This dear little naked mendicant pretends to be utterly helpless, so that he may beg for mother's wealth of love. Baby was so free from every tie in the land of the tiny crescent moon. It was not for nothing he gave up his freedom. He knows that there is room for endless joy in mother's little corner of a heart, and it is sweeter far than liberty to be caught and pressed in her dear arms. Baby never knew how to cry. He dwelt in the land of perfect bliss. It is not for nothing he has chosen to shed tears, though with the smile of his dear face he draws mother's yearning heart to him. Yet his little cries over tiny troubles weave the double bond of pity and love. Before I end, I would like to emphasize that my journey through Tagore has only just begun. And whatever I know about him today is just a fraction of the whole body of works he has left behind. Exploring Tagore, I have found, is like navigating through the universe. And I'm sad to say that my entire life is not going to be enough for this. Thank you.
তুমি বেশি করে